But here's what most people don't realize. If you're a man over 50, waking up tired, carrying stubborn belly fat, and feeling your drive quietly fading, it may not be your age at all. It may be what you're putting into your body every morning under the guise of health. I'm Celeste Rowan, and here on Strong and Ageless with Celeste Rowan, I've spent years helping men reclaim their energy, confidence, and hormonal strength. There's one healthy habit silently lowering testosterone, and in a moment, I'll reveal it. Tell me where you're watching from in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe to Strong and Ageless with Celeste Rowan so we can stay connected. But here's what most people don't realize. The word healthy on a food label doesn't mean your hormones see it that way, especially not after 50. I see men every week who are doing everything they were told to do, eating fruit, avoiding junk, trying to stay disciplined, and yet their testosterone keeps falling, their waistlines keep growing, and their energy keeps fading. And that disconnect creates a quiet kind of anger, a kind of betrayal, because no one told you that some fruits, the very ones praised as clean and natural, can spike your blood sugar, raise estrogen, and slowly suppress the very hormone that makes you feel like yourself. Before we go further, if you want to stop the damage today, check the pinned comment for the 7-day natural protocol to regain stamina and male power link. I want you to understand something important about testosterone as you age. After 50, testosterone isn't just about sex drive. It's about whether your muscles stay firm or melt away, whether fat goes to your hips and belly or stays under control, whether you wake up clear-headed or foggy and tired. Testosterone is your body's internal signal for strength, drive, and metabolic order. And when it drops, your body doesn't just get older, it gets confused. It starts storing instead of burning. It starts converting instead of building. It starts protecting fat instead of protecting muscle. Now, here's where sugar enters the story. When you eat something sweet, especially something high in fructose, like most fruits, your blood sugar rises. Your body releases insulin to deal with it. That insulin doesn't just move sugar out of your blood, it also sends a message to your cells, store energy, shut down burning, and that's where testosterone begins to suffer. High insulin levels directly block testosterone production in the testes. I've measured it in blood work thousands of times. Men who spike insulin frequently almost always have lower testosterone, not because they're broken, but because their bodies are constantly being told to store, not build. Your liver plays a massive role here too, and most men don't know this. The liver is your hormone processing center. When you overload it with fructose, the kind of sugar found in fruit, it has to decide what to do with that excess energy. And one of the things it does is convert it into fat and into estrogen. Yes, estrogen, that same hormone we think of as female. Men make it too, but when it rises too high, it acts like a brake on testosterone. So every time your liver is flooded with sugar, especially in the form of fruit juice or sweet fruits, you are quietly nudging your body toward higher estrogen and lower testosterone. And then there's belly fat. This is the part that hurts men the most because it feels so unfair. Fat cells are not passive. They are biologically active. They contain an enzyme called aromatase, which literally converts testosterone into estrogen. The more belly fat you carry, the more testosterone you lose. This is a cycle you must break, and the 7-day natural protocol to regain stamina and male power in the link below shows you exactly how. What makes fruit even more dangerous than bread for many men over 50 is how fast and how quietly it hits. Bread gets demonized, fruit gets celebrated, but fructose goes straight to the liver. It doesn't raise blood sugar in the same way glucose does, so you don't feel the crash right away. Instead, it silently gets converted into fat and hormones. That's why a bowl of grapes or a smoothie can do more damage to testosterone than a slice of toast. Your body doesn't see natural, it sees a sugar flood. I've had men sit across from me frustrated and exhausted, telling me they stop desserts and soda. They eat fruit every day, and yet their testosterone is still in the basement. And when I show them their insulin levels, their liver markers, their estrogen, something finally clicks. They weren't undisciplined, they were misled. And that realization is both painful and freeing because it means the problem isn't you, it's the signal your food is sending. So, if you've been feeling betrayed by foods you thought were helping you, you're not alone. And the truth is, one of the first fruits most men eat every single morning is quietly one of the worst testosterone killers of all. In the next moment, I'm going to show you exactly which one it is. But first, realize that the fruits you reach for when trying to be healthy are often working against you. Take bananas. Men love bananas because they're easy and marketed as a perfect energy food. You grab one or drop it into a smoothie and you feel like you've done something good. But hormonally, bananas are loaded with fast-acting sugars that rush straight into your bloodstream. That sugar spike forces insulin to rise, and when insulin stays high, testosterone production shuts down. Then there are grapes. They look harmless, even served in wellness clinics. But grapes are essentially tiny sugar bombs. They contain more concentrated fructose per bite than almost any other fruit. When you eat them, that fructose is dumped directly into your liver, where it gets converted into fat and eventually estrogen. Pineapple is another one that fools a lot of men. It's marketed as anti-inflammatory, but most men eat it in large amounts or juices. Pineapple is extremely high in fructose, forcing the liver to prioritize sugar processing over hormone balance. The more burdened your liver becomes, the more estrogen it produces. And then there's dried fruit, the worst offender. Raisins, dates, dried mango. They're basically concentrated sugar with the water removed. A handful can contain as much sugar as a candy bar. That fat, especially around your belly, becomes an estrogen factory through aromatization. To reverse this process starting today, grab the 7-day natural protocol to regain stamina and male power in the pinned comment. What makes all of this so frustrating is that doctors rarely warn men about it. Nutrition guidelines lump all fruit into one healthy category. They don't account for aging hormones or liver overload. Most medical training still treats testosterone decline as inevitable instead of diet-driven. So men do exactly what they're told and still end up feeling tired and less driven. You weren't weak. You were misled. These fruits weren't designed for a 55 or 65-year-old hormonal system. Your body processes sugar differently now. But here's the hopeful part. Not all fruit works against you. Your body never forgot how to be strong. Even after years of sugar spikes, your testosterone system is waiting for the right message. Let's start with blueberries. They are low in sugar and improve insulin sensitivity. When insulin stays low, testosterone production is protected. Pomegranate is another powerhouse, increasing nitric oxide for blood flow and lowering cortisol. Then there's avocado. It's rich in healthy fats that your body uses to make hormones. Testosterone is built from cholesterol, and avocados give you the raw materials. Kiwi is also great, high in vitamin C to protect cells that produce testosterone and supporting better sleep. This is the natural way to rebuild, which I detail in my 7-day natural protocol to regain stamina and male power, available in the link below. You don't need supplements yet. Your body needs the right signals again. When you choose fruits that support insulin control, you reverse the damage. Men over 50 respond even better to these fruits because their bodies are more sensitive to signals. But there's one more layer. Even the right fruit can work against you if the timing is wrong. Fruit itself isn't the enemy. The danger is how you eat it. When you eat fruit alone, the sugar hits fast. But when you pair fruit with protein or healthy fats like eggs or nuts, the sugar enters your bloodstream slowly. Insulin stays low, and your body stays in a hormonal state that allows testosterone to remain active. The best time to eat fruit is earlier in the day. Late at night, fruit becomes a problem. Your insulin sensitivity is lower and it disrupts melatonin. Most of your daily testosterone production happens at night during deep sleep. If you spike your blood sugar before bed, you drain your testosterone. You can use fruit strategically to lower cortisol. It's not magic, it's chemistry. Your body isn't broken, it was just receiving the wrong signals. Even if you've been doing it wrong for 20 years, it's not too late to shift back toward balance. The hardest part of losing your drive isn't physical, it's emotional. I sit across from men who think their best years are behind them. What you're feeling is not weakness, but a response to wrong signals. When the signals improve, testosterone comes back. I've seen marriages heal when desire returns and men stand taller. You are not past your prime. Your body still knows how to repair and restore. The fact that you're here listening to Strong and Ageless with Celeste Rowan means you haven't given up. Your story is not over. If you found this valuable, subscribe to Strong and Ageless with Celeste Rowan. You are not alone. Thousands are changing their story with us. You deserve restorative sleep and steady energy. Start your transformation by clicking the link in the pinned comment for the 7-day natural protocol to regain stamina and male power. Now you know the truth. It wasn't fruit itself, it was the timing and the type. Change that signal and everything shifts back in your favor. I'll see you in the next video.